If I want to change something about it, profile, and this is where I suggest when you first log in, you spend maybe a little bit of time. Member profile is where I can change things. So there's some stuff I can't change. So for example, it tells me I'm family. Remember, my wife never. I've joined for the half year. I've only just joined, so my membership expires end of May. This is when I joined, beginning of December. This is my first year, so there's no last renewal. But here now, you can see these are all active. See, this is dead. No matter where my cursor is, it's all dead. Personal info, this is where I can change things. Remember, one of the things I didn't like was my contact info. I felt the zip code was wrong. So now I can go into contact information, and this is where I can correct where I believe I live. So I'll just change that to 27516, and then down at the bottom I'll say save. And then if you were to go into my directory listing, let's just show how this works. You can now see that I've got 27516 as my current zip. But let me show you what else is in profile, because the only things that have to be populated are the things with the red asterisks. So for example, Jess, I wanted to put His Royal Highness, but then I thought I'd keep that. So salutation, first name, middle initial, last name obviously is moved, I'm male, I've entered my nickname, there's my spouse's names, primary address, okay, my home phone, secondary address. I know people, especially at Farrington, I think it is, have different addresses, their location versus their postal address.
But they won't put it there. What you do if you're in Farrington is, and you want both a mailing address and a street address, because they're different down there. In your primary address, your first line will be your street address. Address line 2 will be your mailing address.
In here.
All in the primary address.
Okay. Okay.
There's a note to that in the literature we sent out.
Thank you. I put in a fake cell phone number. It's not a real phone number. This is where I can identify my email address. It says uncheck this box to stop receiving general information emails from your club. This setting does not affect discussion forum emails or system generated emails. So I'm leaving it checked for the moment because I want to receive general information, but you can uncheck it if that's something that you don't want. Jess doesn't have a website of his own, but you might want to add that. If you're proud of a website that you've got, a personal website, you might want to add that. Jess doesn't have a company, occupation, work number, toll-free number, so I've just left those blank. But you can see only the things with the asterisk, red asterisk, have to be filled out. So that's basic information. That gives the other members access to Jess's information. Now, what else is available here? If you look on the profile, I've got some additional member data. So click on this, and now I've got this: what year did I move? What month did I move? Where was I prior? How did I learn about newcomers? And then this is something I think we're going to ask for people to complete. If you want to volunteer for things, that's the place to put it. So if you want to volunteer your house for Casual Gourmet, if you're an expert in computing and want to offer computer training or something, then you can put that there. So what areas do you want to volunteer? What expertise do you have? What else do we have? I've got my standard member directory. So here I can put things like my birthday, my spouse's birthday, my anniversary. Obviously I would have to look both of those up before I knew what to put in here. I can put my social networking links if I wanted to, and I can put a biography. So Jess has only just moved. He hasn't bothered writing a biography. But let me show you the biography of somebody that has.
Before you leave that,
yeah.
Could you scroll down and show? This is where you'd add your picture.
Oh, sorry. I was going to come back to the picture, but it's okay. We can do it here. You can see this is where, exactly as Greg says, you can add your picture. If you've got a picture somewhere on a computer system, then all you have to do basically is find it. Say choose file. I won't do it here, but it's going to pull up my filing system. I can go to pictures and I can enter. If I've got a photograph, like like we did for Jill a couple of days ago, we had a photograph in iPhoto, and so it's ever so easy. Just get that photograph, and put it into into the data. I obviously downloaded a picture of Hugh. And then just brought it in. And once, if you don't like that picture, you can delete it and then select it.
Don't delete it, it's lovely.
Yeah, don't delete it.
The only thing is that when you do put your picture in, it doesn't show it right away.
Yeah, that's true. It says it. Thank you. It says it shows it right away, and it's lying. It says it will show you a thumbnail version. So what you actually do is select it, then you hit save, and then when you come back to it, you'll see the photograph there. So don't worry if the photograph is not there immediately.